Hey, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, welcome back to the one and only Band of Misfits Podcast, the showcase of controlled chaos we call our friendship. That's me, Wolf, that's Muse, and I'm your main boy, Shioza. What is up?
Bitches and bros.
What was that intro?
That was amazing.
Yesterday. Last time.
I know, but it gets me every time. Oh yeah, speaking of which, by the way, guys, sorry for not recording a podcast last week. It is that time of year, folks.
Oh
God. We are all busy with schoolwork and jobs and just life and stuff in general, and so honestly, the podcast and the streams for the next 3 weeks.
Ish.
Three-ish weeks, because most of us are finishing up our classes in the next week or so, and then it's finals, and then graduation for some of us, or
lucky you.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, so COVID screwed Muse over. As an art major, she needs to be on campus and have access to the art studio. Well, COVID made it so the entire campus was shut down and everyone was sent home, which means she didn't have access to the art studio, which means she has to go an extra semester.
And for those who are wondering, I'm a ceramicist. I can't draw. I don't draw. I'm not a drawing major. I can't do it at home. I need a fucking kiln, and it pisses me off. And I can't wait to tell you about something that happened earlier that I'm definitely not salty.
Yes, Muse is going to go on. He's going to go on a venting rant here in a few minutes. But first, so we have Muse has some good news. Shiona, would you like to make a guess as to what that is? Because you are currently the only one in the three of us left in the dark about it.
No, I'm in the dark too.
Well, that was my guess out of the window.
What do you mean? What was your guess?
I was gonna say you got a tattoo, because you guys were talking about a tattoo a lot, but...
not yet.
Oh, not yet, no. However, yes, when Muse goes to get her tattoo, I'm probably going to... do they have somebody there that is, really good at, lines and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm probably going to get a tattoo at the same time as you, then.
Yeah, don't forget, there's 30 tattoo parlors up here.
So yeah, where you are, you got a ton of tattoo parlors. I know you wanted to go to one though because you got a discount being a student.
Yeah, I'm not for tattoos. I want to go there for piercings because it was 20% off for piercings.
Yeah, speaking of which, when do you want to do that? Do you want to do that in the fall as well?
Yeah, that tattoo I'll probably wait till I'm 100% moved out, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the piercing in the fall.
Okay, yeah, then tattoos, piercings we'll do in the fall, and then, yeah, once you're 100% moved out, we'll go ahead and do that sometime, winter, springish, whenever.
Yeah, but going back...
We'll get tattoos together.
But going back, Shiota, do you have any other guesses?
Wait, would you like to formulate a new guess?
No, at this point, no, because that was my only guess, really.
Well, I now have a girlfriend.
Oh, cool. How am I the only one not in the loop about that?
Oh, trust me, everyone else isn't. It's only you, Wolf, and Alien that know.
So there's only a few of us. And I think I've known the longest. I think I was the first one you told. Yes, Muse texted me at 1 in the morning or something. It was I have to tell someone this. And it's I have a girlfriend. We're gonna go on a date today, Friday. She told me this earlier this week.
Oh God, yeah, I think Monday. I told you. Yeah.
And yeah, you were I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you.
My first text to Wolf was, "I'm gay."
Yeah, the first text to me was I'm gay, and my reply was ... Okay, I already knew this. That was literally my response. My response was just okay, I already knew this, but congratulations.
Yeah, and I definitely have not actually gone out with her a couple times before our first date because I ended up accidentally spontaneously went out on a first date when I got my second vaccine.
Yes, somebody was very excited. By the way, everyone who is here right now has had their second vaccines. We are all fully vaccinated. Woo!
Yeah, but I definitely did not grab dinner and then go to a parkway and watch a full moon and do. Yeah, definitely didn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. What was your words in the text you told me earlier? We went and under the full moon in the parkway made out.
I said I definitely did not.
Which means that you definitely did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She says, blushing and looking away. Am I wrong? Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, yeah. She texted me when you were in the middle of your date or something earlier, and you were like, "Oh, I'm so happy," and I was like, "I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you got yourself a girlfriend and you guys are having a lot of fun together."
And she's like the first one that I've actually am like really like with her. So I'm definitely excited about it, and she's like so sweet.
You are aware at some point, like, Misfits are gonna have to meet this person. As we do for all of the Misfit partners, we meet them and give them the typical, you break their heart, we break you speech.
You're gonna have to wait till fall for that one because she lives here.
Well, then when we come up in the fall for your, either for when I come up and join you when you get your piercings, or when we come up for your art exhibit showing, we're gonna and that gives a great segue into Muse's venting.
Man, I'm so excited.
This may or may not be a very Muse-centric episode.
Definitely not under.
Did you just slip a controller under your blanket hoodie thing?
Don't question that.
So we can see each other because we put our face cams on for this. But obviously, we don't record it with face cams because we like remaining anonymous. But yes.
Really?
Nah. Anyway, Muse, go on and vent. We know you wanna.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. So I had my BFA final today.
Mm-hmm.
The final went great. We finished up, and then we started talking about when we were going to have our shows. And that's where I'm just a little salty. Just a little.
Just a little? A little?
Just a little.
Just a little, yeah, a little.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so we have the summer to work on our stuff, and then we have fall and our show. There's about 10 of us that are going to be having our show in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we had a luck of the draw where its name is brought up and it's pull a number out of a hat, and whichever number you get, blah, 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 you go in that order.
Mm-hmm.
I was fairly okay with that, except for the fact that the drawing, pretty much any of the 2D design artists, like the painting and drawing majors, they got to have their show at the latest dates.
So you have to have yours at. You have so much work though that you have to do. Oh, we are so helping you this summer.
The thing that's pissing me off is those guys can take their stuff to their house and work on it over the summer. I'm a ceramicist. I work with clay. I need a kiln. I'm making a table. I need a table saw. I need a bandsaw. I need sanders. I have no access to any of that over the summer. I have none of it. So I can't get any of my stuff. I can't work on the table till the beginning of fall. I can't fire any of my clay pieces till beginning of the fall. While the others, they have no problem. They can work on their stuff at home, finish up projects.
I apologize if you hear squeaking in the background. That is Benji. Yeah. He's found one of the toys he hasn't killed the squeaker in yet. And I do mean killed. Mm-hmm. He's ripped the stuffing out of like every single one of his toys.
Oh yeah, all dogs like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so this summer we're going to be helping Muse out a little bit while she continues to make little clay pieces. We are going to help her string her clay pieces together. She's going to show us how to do that because she has thousands of clay pieces she needs to be strung together.
Roughly about 40,000.
Yeah, we'll be helping her out whenever we go and hang out and stuff. She's going to bring that stuff with her, and we're just going to sit down, chat, catch up, and string things together.
Yeah, because guess which month my show is now?
Don't say August.
No, I got some leeway.
October?
October.
I was right.
Mid-October.
Jeez. Well, I can say that we're all excited too. We're all gonna carpool out there for your show. We're all going to carpool. I think it's gonna be what? How many of us are there? We're gonna have to take 2 cars. Yeah. Yeah,
because I think there's 6 of you, not including partners.
Yeah, we'll have to carpool out there. We'll carpool. Yeah, 2 cars will fit everyone.
Well, if you want to put it in your date, if I don't get kicked out of the program at my reception.
Get kicked out of the program.
Mm-hmm. My reception is October 22nd.
I just wrote it down and put it on my calendar.
Yeah. Oh, and I love the new setup of the art place because now it's 2 shows are happening at the same time. 2 receptions are happening at the same time. So
but that doesn't make sense.
The studio is still like you get your own gallery area.
It's like separated.
Yeah, there's a wall that separates it.
But there's still 2 shows going on at the same time.
So I'm like, okay, at least I get my own showroom, but at the same time, it's like.
I thought it was supposed to be like a night all about that one student, not.
It's the only reason this is happening is because there are 10 of us that are going to be graduating. So this is the most that the department has ever had of BFA students.
I mean, that would do it, I suppose.
Yeah, so it's thanks to that, it's 2 of us that'll be having receptions. So
it still sucks though.
Yeah, I'm just worried that I'm not going to get my stuff done in time. Just because, again, it's October.
Why we are helping you and why your roommates are helping you, and this is why you have friends and people to help.
Are you not able to negotiate with one of the other art students to switch?
No, I was actually able to switch. Originally, I was September 15th, I think. That was my
September
original.
guess was originally correct. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, actually September 17th. So that was the original, and so I was able to get it pushed a month, but that was the latest I could get it. Whereas it's like they had other dates, like first week of December, end of November, and 3 of those slots were taken by drawing and painting majors. And it's like they were like, we need more time to work on our stuff.
Yeah, you're ceramic students. You need the studio. They can take their supplies home. You need the kiln. You don't have a kiln at home.
Yeah. Oh, and here's piece of the resistance. I had to do the Hamilton reference. Sorry.
It's okay. I totally understand. I got you.
I had to. Yeah, but I would have been working on the table. I would have been working on it now. The tool I need is called a planer, and it's busted.
Oh, of course. It's like when you go to McDonald's, you're like, hey, can I have some ice cream? Oh, ice cream machine's broken. The moment you want something, the moment you need something. Oh, it's broken.
Oh, here's the best part. It was broken. It got fixed. It's broken again.
Oh, oof.
And they have to order a new part.
Eef.
Oh, great. And in this economy, thank you, COVID, that's going to take forever.
Yeah, so there's no table.
Great.
Not until the fall.
Great. How big is this table going to be? Is it going to be like an actual kitchen table type size table, or a coffee table? Or...
It's going to be like a small desk type table. It's going to be 32 inches by 16 inches.
Is this something that you're going to bring with us when you move in?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, and guess how I'm making the legs?
How are you going to make the legs?
They're not going to be straight.
Oh, of course you had to make it complicated for yourself. What are they going to be? Are they going to be curved or something?
Yes, they're going to be wavy.
Dude, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be kicking myself in the freaking ass for that one, but I want to do it.
Are you technically kicking yourself in the butt for that? Technically, currently?
Okay, I'm kicking myself in the ass for the pieces in general. I have 54,000 of my discs. I have 32,500 ticks on a sheet.
Yeah, she has, by the way, she has to, for everything that she makes, she has to draw it. So she has to put ticks on a sheet. She has a scroll that's literally, I'd say, about 20, 30 feet long or something?
It's 38 now.
38 feet long. She's run out of room on her scroll. She has to make another scroll for the ticks, and then she has to combine the scrolls. I
think I still have about maybe 15 feet left on that scroll, maybe.
That's not going to be enough.
Oh, God, no, because I have to double it.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to have to make another scroll, and you're going to have to combine the scrolls, and you have to make a tick for every single one of your things, and on top of that, you still have to make pieces, and you have to string them together, which is where we step in, folks.
Yes, and I'm also going to be making a house and making a Great Wall of China.
Yeah, Muse has this thing where she comes up with these ideas, and then she can't say no to things, and she likes to be super creative with them, and then she doesn't exactly do this thing called time management well, because she puts way too much on her plate. And
she can't finish her meal.
Yes. As she's finishing things, she's piling more on her plate.
I'm not going to mention the next thing then.
Nope, no you do. You know the rule.
You have to. You know the rule.
You know the rule, Muse. You know the rule.
You know the rule. You have to mention it.
You know that thing I'm bad at saying no at?
What did you agree to do now? Muse.
I'm covering someone else's shift.
Why?
We just talking. Time management.
So I'm working on Sunday from 10 to 5.
Muse, you know what?
And
We
I
need to teach you
almost...
how to say no to things.
Wolf, can't
Frozen?
hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Ooh.
I'm so mad that he lost his voice.
Yeah.
Screw you.
And
Okay, so Muse, yeah. We're going to have to teach you how to say no over the summer.
I learned...
You
I
can't say
kind
that
of...
you learned how to say no because you're not saying no.
Let me explain this other thing that happened.
Oh no.
So another person asked me if I could cover their shift.
Muse.
I might have said yes, but then I said no.
But you still said yes first.
But then I realized I couldn't do it, so I sadly told her I couldn't cover the shift tomorrow. And the only reason why I did that is because my roommates we're all moving our stuff into a storage unit tomorrow. So I work from 10 to 2, and then moving stuff from 2 to how long it takes.
So that's the only you had a commitment already, which is why you said she owed it. We need to teach her how to say no over the summer.
No.
I thought she was working on it, but I guess not.
Yeah, I thought you and Rob were working on this, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely.
No. I can say the word.
When you say it, but you say it like you're saying no question mark?
No.
Okay. So how about if one of us asked you to do something crazy?
Like what?
Well, I don't know. I need you to make me what's something crazy. I need you to make me a dozen cakes.
No.
You can say it to us, you just can't say it to other people. Use.
Only reason... Oh, fuck, I need to work on that because I was about to... As if I was actually going to consider it. What the fuck? It's like, wait, hold on. Because it's like, we just discussed all the stuff I have to do over the summer. Plus, I am making ratatouille, I am making chicken curry, I am making cookies, and now I'm making sponge cake.
Yeah, so she keeps ticking onto her list. By the way, before we started recording, it was brought to attention. I have never had sponge cake, and Muse was talking about how she has sponge cake right now because she was like, "Oh, you could just drive over and have some." Because I was like, after an hour of recording, would there still be some left? And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Well, I've never had sponge cake." So she offered to make me some over the summer, and then I was like, Shiota, you want some free sponge cake? And he said, okay. So
it's not he said okay. He was silent, and then it was like, I'm adding it to the list.
Yes, he was silent, deliberated, and thought about it, and then
we have Chloe, ratatouille, ramen, and sponge cake.
When did I say ramen? Hold on. When did I say ramen?
Are we seriously gonna argue with a guy that has a really good memory?
Yeah, ratatouille, sponge cake, cookies for Wolf, curry for both of us, and ramen. I've never had ramen.
Oh, that's why.
Yes, that was the other thing. I haven't never had ramen, so she offered to make ramen. Thank you, Shiota. This is why you are a note taker.
At least in this aspect.
In this aspect, yes. In the debts Muse owes.
Oh, she's pulling out her cookbook.
We just put out a recipe book.
Yeah, a recipe. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to list off stuff that I've made that I wrote personally down. Like, this is my own personal cookbook with my own recipes.
Yes, we
List
are
them. We're
well.
gonna add more to the list.
Let's see if what you fucking want.
Oh, no, she already Muse is gonna. Muse will cook for us at the house.
Yeah! You're not just realizing this. So I'll tell you these things, but these new things is at the house.
Yes.
Deal?
Yes.
Okay. Parmesan stuffed mushrooms. Oh, please, it's good.
I don't like mushrooms. I eat them
Oh.
if it's mixed with other things. I'll try it.
Tofu pumpkin squash pasta. That one I love. I'm already doing that one during the summer. Yeah, no. The chicken curry. You want to hear just how complicated the spice blend alone is?
Yes.
Let's see. Ground coriander, ground cumin, turmeric, fennel seeds, ground cinnamon, ground black pepper, ground mustard, and ground cloves.
We'd like to also point out she's made this chicken curry, which is why she has it written down. Her roommates were her test subjects. And they were very happy about it because I got free food. And they said it tasted delicious. So now Shiota and I are very excited about the curry.
Yeah, that's just a spice blend. There's a whole nother aside just for the curry.
Yeah, it's very complicated. And we're really excited to taste it.
Let's see. I also have zucchini bread, pizza crust, peach cake, Ukrainian snowcap cookies. Oh yeah, ratatouille. Hold on, let me go to my other list that I still need to write down into my cookbook. Let's see.
Muse makes cinnamon rolls as well. They're really good. My suggestion though is add a little more cinnamon to them.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board on that one. But yeah, cinnamon rolls, chicken parmesan. Let's see, the ratatouille. Let's see, what were you? Oh yeah, chicken gyro. Let's see, apple. Oh yeah, my apple blossom tart. Let's see.
I want to try the apple blossom tart. Weren't you gonna make me some?
Oh, you haven't tried that one yet? Okay, that's a fall one because I need apples.
Apples fall.
Oh, old-fashioned easy apple crisp. I remembered making that one. Let's see. An Outback blooming onion.
I love blooming onions.
I know how to make this sauce as well.
Muse, you are so making that for us. Hell
yeah. I also know how to make the ChickFilA sauce by scratch.
You know how to make the Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce? Oh my god, dude, if you gave me that recipe, I just want you to know my sister would love you for 1,000,000 years. Because she loves Polynesian sauce.
Yep, I know how to make that one. I know how to make their actual Chick-fil-A sauce itself. Yeah, no, I've been dabbling just a little. Just a little.
Yes, again, Muse, if she didn't have enough on her plate already, yes, she also cooks.
Yeah. Oh, hibachi style fried rice. I know how to make Japanese fried rice.
Nice.
I want to try it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I know how to make homemade potato chips now. Oh, come on.
I don't eat potato chips.
No, I'm thinking, don't you need a deep fry for that?
No. You just need an oven.
Also, yeah, you can put them in the oven to get the exact same effect. Deep fryers fry them faster, but...
I don't want to do it just because it adds a lot more oil.
Also, it makes them way more oily and greasy with a deep fryer. What do you think of an air fryer, though? Have you tried an air fryer?
Yes, except the only problem with it is that you have to have them in a single layer.
Oh, that would take forever.
Yeah. So oven is just the easiest with that. Oh yeah. Easy crock pot spaghetti casserole. I forgot about that recipe.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That one's easy, and I like that one. Let's see. Pumpkin muff. Oh, I need to make those again. Pumpkin muffins. I love those.
I don't really like pumpkin.
Oh, you're going to learn to love it if I'm living with you.
Oh boy. I don't have a say in this either.
If you want my cooking, you're going to have to start learning to love some stuff.
Yeah, I'll try anything you make, I will try. I'm not gonna downright say no to it. Home cooked meals? Hell yes, I'm gonna try them.
Yeah, and so far, those are just the recipes I have on me right now. I have 4 cookbooks packed up there. I have a baking book packed up at home. I have a cookbook in the kitchen.
Also, not to mention, Wolf might have given you a few cookbooks as well.
Yeah, that's packed up right now.
Yes. We might be encouraging her cooking, but her cooking is very, very, very good.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Dude, we love it. Why do you think we have you cook so much for us? It's
to be honest, actually, you guys actually haven't had my cooking.
That's true. We get more of your baking.
Mm-hmm. You definitely get. I just know myself a lot more around baking right now, but I've been experimenting so much with cooking. Earlier I think a week ago I made what was it? Sauteed oysters and a garlic butter sauce over Alfredo pasta.
Speaking of cooking, my roommate's cooking something. I can tell because for some stupid reason, we have an electric like stovetop oven thing.
Mhm.
For some stupid reason, whenever we cook with it, whenever we like turn the stove on or the oven on, it smells so bad.
Mm.
It smells like something's like we're wondering if we need to like mention that to maintenance, but it just
Wait,
smells.
is it the stove top or the oven itself?
It's the stovetop.
They might just.
We're wondering if it's just something with the stovetop.
It could be like one of the burners underneath the surface could have burned out or something.
So, do you think we should like tell maintenance about it?
If it's the stove top itself and not the oven, yes. If you think it's the oven, there should be a cleaning setting on the oven.
Yeah,
Where
no, we've cleaned the oven and stuff before because we thought it was the oven. Let me just go ahead and write this down. Talk to roommate about maintenance on oven.
Yeah, just because if you're smelling burnings from the stovetop itself, that's an electrical issue, and you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, because it smells like terrible. It smells like something's burning whenever we.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't mention how long it's been smelling like that. Then.
Do you have baking soda near you, or in the kitchen at least?
I think we do.
If you happen to get a fire, baking soda, no water. You can use fire extinguisher if you have that, but baking soda works. Not baking powder. For God's sake, don't use baking powder.
I know no baking powder, and I know no water adding to the electric fire. Or I can use a blanket to try and smother it. Oh, weren't we supposed to get a fire hydrant for our apartment?
Add it to your list.
So for my sake, our apartments were very hastily thrown up between last year and this year. Or I should say, they were built for the year 2020, fall 2021. When we moved in, they were still finishing stuff. Like, they were still putting knobs on doors. Because it was so hastily thrown up, like, half the wooden things didn't settle, so we actually have a lot of stuff, like, almost none of the doors in our apartment actually work right. Like my room, we had to call maintenance out on basically all of our doors because like some of them won't latch, and then some of them the latches like don't quite work right, and then some of them like mine because the door doesn't fit in the doorway anymore. Whenever somebody like opens or closes our front door, Benji's barking. Whenever someone opens or closes our front door, my door like shakes in its socket and like clangs around, and it's really annoying. So yeah, like half the doors aren't quite done, and then like we're missing some trim, and like yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff wrong with it because it was so hastily thrown up.
So long story short, get a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, we were supposed to have one. There was a lot of stuff we were supposed to have that we just did not get, and I guess we forgot to ask about it. Because I know
So you're going to get one, right?
I am going to talk to the apartment about it. Yes. I might also get my dad involved because he's a nuclear engineer. He's also like a nuclear engineer, like safety inspector. He goes to plants and tells them how to fix like certain problems and stuff with it. So when they moved me in, and every time my dad's come to visit, his brain just tells him like, this is supposed to be active, this is supposed to be active, there's supposed to be this, there's supposed to be this. So there's apparently actually some like safety violations in our apartment as well. Like not in our apartment, but on the just on the apartment buildings in general. So yeah.
Do you have a smoke alarm?
Yes, we actually do have smoke detectors.
Do you have carbon detector?
Carbon monoxide detectors? I don't know. We might. And I know we have sprinklers as well, though there's not many. Like in my room, with how big my room is, there's one sprinkler and it's right by my door. It's not many sprinklers.
At least you have one.
That's fair. Yeah, you don't have one. But yeah, no. Yeah, after the podcast, I'll go and look and see if we have a fire extinguisher because that is kind of something that we need. I don't think we have one.
You have, as long as you have baking soda, and pour that over and it smothers it. It's much faster and more efficient than a blanket.
That's true. True. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my roommate about a few things after this, and also try and sit on Benji to trim his nails. Because Benji's nails. So Benji is now, and this is for those of you who don't know, this is my roommate's dog. He's a Lab Retriever mix. He is a wonderful golden color. He's actually got white patches on him now that we can see, and he has like a white like spot on his chest. He's so nice. It's so nice. But he's very hyper because Lab Retriever puppies apparently, they teeth for about a year or two, which we didn't realize. Yeah, my poor roommate.
You froze.
Oh.
You're back now. You froze when you were talking about Benji.
Muse, you're frozen too.
So you're frozen like this. There you go, now you're back.
Yep.
But yeah, so his nails have grown out, but usually when they take him to the vet for like all his puppy shots and stuff, which now he is fully vaccinated as a puppy, he got his little tag to certify that. Usually when they take him for his shots and stuff, like the vet will just clip his nails, as the vet usually does. The last time they took him last week, they didn't trim his nails, and his nails needed to be trimmed like really badly. It's gotten to the point now where before we started the podcast, I poked my head out there briefly to say something to my roommate because I was like, we need to trim his nails because last night he had clawed my leg and I have actually like 2 scratches on my leg that bled a little bit. And then he also like clawed my arm before we started the podcast. I had like red scratches up and down my arm because I showed the Misfits and Muse made me go wash my arm.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't think if they didn't break it, well, no, they did break skin a little bit. Okay, fine.
Dumbass.
They didn't bleed.
It doesn't matter. Broke skin.
Well, anyway, so we've reached the consensus that tonight, after I'm done recording the podcast, we are going to pin Benji down. We tried to clip his claws a few nights ago, when he was heavily sedated, because he has separation anxiety, which is odd because he was doing fine with being separated, and then suddenly he just started getting anxious. So the vet gave my roommate some sedatives to give him, some light sedatives. So we gave him some last night, or 2 nights ago, because he was like very angry. He was pacing a lot. It was really weird. So we gave him some to like calm him down. And when he was like really sleepy and stuff, we tried to clip his nails. Apparently that woke him up, and he was like, "Hell no!" and started squirming. So I got one paw clipped, and all of his other ones aren't clipped. So those are the ones, and of course those are the ones that are cutting everyone. So yeah, so we reached a consensus that we're both just gonna sit on him to pin him down to clip his nails. Because that's the only way. Like, we've tried everything. We've tried people pinning him down. We've tried people holding him. We've tried covering his face, distracting him with toys and treats. He is not having it. He is not having it at all. So now we're just going to basically sit on him to pin him down. And someone's going to hold, I think her boyfriend's going to hold his snout or something so he doesn't. He also thinks the nail clipper is a toy. And he tries to bite it. Which is fine because it's metal, but it's also not fine because it's metal. Like, it's fine because he's not going to damage it, but it's bad because it's going to damage him because it's metal.
Yep.
It probably feels good on his teeth, though, because last time he went to the vet, they told my roommate that all his baby teeth are currently coming in. By the way, your mic is picking up a little bit on whatever that noise is. But yeah, last time we went to the vet, apparently they were like, yeah, all his baby teeth are gonna fall out soon because his adult teeth are all coming in. So yeah, he's in like a lot of pain. His favorite thing right now is to chew on ice cubes, so we give him a bunch of ice cubes each day because that's something hard that he can chomp on while also getting hydrated, and it's also like nice and cool. So yeah. Dude, he's getting so big. Like, I might go pick him up. I'll probably get clawed again. But I'll go pick him up after we're done with the podcast while we're still on, so I can show you him. But yeah, he's getting so big. He's so funny though. He's so cute when he sleeps. Like, he's super adorable. Oh my god, did I tell you guys about how, so we have a food truck that comes on campus that's like a campus food truck. And they have really good food and stuff. And they have like different specials and things. This guy, so it's that time of year when like, you know, campuses and things are having like their lawns mowed and their trees cut and like all that landscaping. This guy rolls up on a lawnmower. I'm sitting waiting for my food at the food truck. This guy just pulled up on a lawnmower. I took a picture of it. You can't really see it because of the glare, but he just rolled up on a lawnmower. See? So this is the guy. He rolls up on this lawnmower, one of those driving lawnmowers, where you just sit down and like drive it. And he just rolled up, put it in park, got up and went over and was like, "Can I have some food?" It made me laugh so hard. I don't know why. It was just so weird to see this guy just casually roll up on a lawnmower and park it. Like, it was so funny to me. It's so funny to me. I don't know why. It really tickled me. But yeah, so he just rolled up on a lawnmower and was like, okay. Like, that's a sight I never thought I'd see, but I've seen it now. But yeah, so how's everyone's weeks going? Other than Muse's venting and me venting about Benji's nails. Muse is like giving me the dark look. Shiota, how's your week going?
I mean, I'm home alone with my brother and my dog. So for the next 2 days.
Oh, did your parents go out of town or something?
Yeah, they're visiting my sister.
Ah. Well, is it like peaceful, like peace and quiet type situation, or?
I mean, yeah, my brother doesn't bother me. I don't bother him. The only time we bother each other is when the dog is concerned.
Yeah, do it for the dog. Yeah. How about work? He just tilted his head back and closed his eyes like, oh, you wouldn't believe what's been happening. So, buddy, what, you got some rants to go on about work?
You opened
Not,
that can of worms.
not any that's not a little bit controversial.
You running any Karens? Had any Karens lately at work?
He works at a grocery store.
I know, which is why I'm wondering if he's got any amusing Karen stories.
I mean, remember the day when I texted in the group chat that I was on the verge of a panic attack while I was at work as well?
Yeah.
So this lady came in for a money order, and like we were supposed to check the ID of the person and the card they were using. And apparently she was getting it for this other person who was handicapped. And like she said no indication whatsoever and just walked out. I suspended it, I voided it, and then a few minutes later she comes in wheeling the person she was buying the money order for, and ugh, it went downhill from there.
Oof. Ugh.
And once
people are polite to customers, with people in customer service, and just people in general. It's like, for
I mean, like I didn't mean malice behind it, but I'm just literally doing my job.
I'll say it's not your fault. It's like when people try to come in, or do you ever get those people? I know you get these people where they come in with a coupon or something that's like expired, and they try to use it anyway.
I mean, there was one time when one closing shift when someone tried to, so you know those like $20 off a $100 order coupons.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lady did try to use an expired one of those, which like the dumb thing is like they still scan regardless of if it's expired or not.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
If it's expired, shouldn't the bar be like voided or something so it can't actually?
Yeah, I mean, at least it was a self check, but the dumb thing is the person watching it still let it go through. Which, once it's checked out, we can't really do anything after.
So
we can't
once
do
it's been
anything.
scanned, you can't stop it. Once you've approved it to go through and things.
Yeah, and it was dumb because that cashier didn't say anything until he did it and the person checked out.
That's stupid.
But I'll spill the controversial tea afterwards because it's about a certain
Yeah.
Oh, and Muse looked up.
Muse looked up, very confused. Okay, has it hit you about what it is? Okay. Anyway.
I think that's a yes.
Don't mind me. I'm writing down a fucking recipe.
So yeah, Muse started writing down recipes right after we mentioned recipes. So that's what she's been doing. That's why she got a little bit quiet, because she got reminded that she would need to write down recipes and stuff. Muse, you put way too much on your plate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is the biggest lie I think you've ever told me to my face. Through a screen. Face through a screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And that is another big lie. Wow, you are on a roll today, aren't you?
No.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I can say no.
Yeah, to us, but no one else.
No. I said no to the person that...
After you said yes. And then thought about it and realized you couldn't because you had another commitment. If you didn't have that commitment, would you have said yes and done it? Yes. Yes, you would have because it's you. Yes.
I'm not Benji, Wolf.
Aw, bad news. Tut tut.
I have the power.
Don't you threaten me with recipes.
Of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Should have just casually list off all the things that you owe us. And what's even better is we have it on this recording too now, all the things you owe us.
No, that was actually a Cyberchase. That was actually a Cyberchase reference.
Yeah.
I love Cyberchase! I got it now. Oh, I love Cyberchase.
You're a fan, Wolf.
No, that wasn't a reference to that. It was a reference to Cyberchase.
God, anybody else come home from school and at that time when Cyberchase was on?
I think that's all. I'm pretty sure that's all 3 of us.
Yeah, I always got home at 2:50, and I run into my father's bedroom and sit on his bed to turn on Cyberchase, which would always show at 3 p.m.
Yeah, I'd get home at, so my school let out about 2:15, so I'd get home about 2:45ish, depending on how long the bus took. So yeah, no, I would get home in time to throw my stuff down, go upstairs to the bonus room, and put on the TV and watch an episode of Cyberchase. Yeah, that was such a good show. I loved that show. With Motherboard and Hadger.
I found, for the longest time, I was trying to figure out which show on PBS that I used to watch as a kid. Mind you, it took me an hour to figure out which show this was. I was scoring through Google just trying to find it.
Did you go down nostalgia lane?
Yeah, the show that I used to watch that I loved was called Brum.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
It was so good. It was this cute little 1920s buggy that would go and travel around the different countries and bring you on this cute adventure. It was a robotic remote control car that would go around and have a character. I used to watch it all the time where episode of Pingu would play and then that would show.
Oh, I know what Pingu was. One of the kids I babysat once used to watch that growing up.
Yeah.
Brum. We might have to Google that after the podcast just to see what it is.
Yeah, it's BRUM. It took me forever to find it.
Well, nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up the podcast for this week. Again, just bear with us in the next coming weeks if we don't have a podcast or something one week. Don't freak. It's just that time of year. It's hard to get everyone's schedules to work together. Unfortunately, more often than not, only 1 or 2 of us are available for the podcast. That's what happened last week. Again, it's just that time of year. And we want to make sure this is entertaining for you guys, so we try to make sure there's at least 3 of us. So if there aren't 3 of us, then we don't do a podcast that day. So if there's not a podcast that week, don't freak out. There will probably be one the next week. Or if it's a week where we're supposed to do our stream, next week is when we do another gaming stream. pop over to our Twitch channel. We'll most likely be streaming because people, as it goes later in the day, because we stream Fridays at 8:30 on Twitch. More of us are available that late in the day. In the day, so we'll pop up streaming. So we're not dead. We're very much alive. We just didn't have time or weren't able to get enough people for a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you for joining us again. Hope you enjoyed our venting. Hope you enjoyed Muse's rant.
Oh, God. Definitely not salty still.
Dude, the amount of salt in her voice right now. Yes, you
I
gotta
have
love it.
no idea what you're talking about.
God. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Everyone wants to say goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.